Healthy Lifestyle Crib presents 11 Bizarre Habits of Smart People. Have you ever gotten mad at yourself for being messy, staying up too late, or sitting on the couch all day? Be kind with yourself. Some of these things that seem like bad habits are actually linked to being smart. Thus, the next time someone calls you lazy or forgetful, consider it a praise. It might even mean you're smarter than most people. Hence, let's examine some unusual habits of extremely clever people. Number 1. Their messiness. Someone with a high IQ may bring to mind a scientist in a lab coat working in a sterile, bright white environment. In fact, they frequently have very unkempt workspaces. Not because they are lazy. Intelligent people are just more likely to be creative, which can lead to chaos because they can get caught up in a problem or issue and put orderliness on the back burner. Research supports this. Studies show that a messy workspace encourages creativity by making people feel free to try new things and think of new ideas. Nevertheless, orderly surroundings encourage conformity and hinder creativity. Number 2. Late-nighters. Hollywood frequently depicts inventors working feverishly into the midnight hours on their latest creation. In fact, people with higher IQs have been found to go to bed later. There are many different ideas about why this might be, but workaholism isn't one of them. One explanation connects this habit to evolution. Since it was usually more dangerous at night, our ancestors who worked the night shift had to be smarter to stay alive. Another possible evolutionary explanation is that our creative ancestors had different circadian rhythms, which caused them to stay up all night. This has been passed down through the generations as skewed internal clocks. Researchers believe introverted brainy people prefer nighttime to think without distraction. Number 3. Swear. People often think that people who use profanity are less educated and smart, which suggests that when they can't think of a better word, they fill their sentences with vulgar words. It's the other way around. People who know more curse words tend to have a bigger vocabulary overall, and being good at language is linked to being smarter. Smarter people are more likely to have a wider vocabulary of swear words. As individuals can determine when to employ such terms, they may not always use it. Number 4. They take cold showers. Famous geniuses take advantage of the cold factor. Benjamin Franklin used to swim in the cold Thames River in London, and Theodore Roosevelt used to go naked swimming in the Potomac River in Washington, D.C., during the winter. Immersing yourself in cold water is an old practice that is good for the body and mind. Hippocrates himself believed that being in water is therapeutic for the mind and body. When the body has to quickly adjust to cold water, it sets off a shock that sends fresh blood to the brain and other important organs. This wakes up the body. Also, it is associated with a boost in mood and memory, which leads to higher productivity. Number 5. They find the sound of chewing annoying. People who are good at creative thinking may find it distracting when someone chews loudly or smacks their gum. They can't tune out distracting sounds, for example, and this affects their ability to function normally. Similar to working late at night, brainiacs like calm places to focus. Number 6. They draw. Have you ever peeked over at a fellow student and seen them doodling in the margins of their notes during a lecture? This could indicate that they are bored, but it could also indicate intelligence. Doodling is a sign of intelligence. It helps with memory and is engaged in problem solving and information processing. In fact, research revealed that doodlers can remember 29% more information. Thoughts, emotions, and concepts are expressed visually through those seemingly insignificant squiggles. Smartness isn't necessarily shown by doodling itself, but by the fact that it gives the brain a break from concentrating hard on one thing so that the mind can wander in the background. Number 7. They are harsh on themselves. Intelligence is often linked to confidence. It's actually the other way around. Since smart people are more aware of themselves, they know there is a lot of knowledge in the world and tend to underestimate their own abilities. But the less bright lack self-awareness to recognize their incompetence. Simply put, they are blind to their shortcomings and mistakes. Number 8. They dream. Daydreaming, like doodling, indicates creativity and problem solving. Wise individuals realize that overthinking and missing the solution can happen when you focus too much on one item. Daydreaming lets the brain think about the main question from numerous viewpoints while wandering. Number 9. They speak to themselves. When a person talks to himself or herself, they may look a little crazy. But it has more to do with higher-level thinking, memory, and perception skills that smart people have. Like mnemonic devices, saying the names of things out loud helps you remember what's on a list. Because language goes beyond conversation. It actually makes thinking and seeing clearer. Saying things out loud turns on the visual parts of the brain that help you remember them. This lets you process ideas and solutions more quickly. Number 10. They prefer to be alone. Intelligent people are often more reclusive and satisfied to spend less time interacting with people outside of their small group of close pals. They are not incapable of socializing, but for them, less is more. Even this can be explained by how evolution works. Hunters and gatherers lived in small communities of about 150 individuals. Staying in touch with those already in your inner circle is essential for maintaining a healthy population. This urge is still present today, but because of social media and increased stimulus, our brains are unable to keep up. Higher IQ individuals frequently place a greater emphasis on long-term goals than on mingling with others. Number 11. They are the definition of a couch potato. It may appear that lazing on the couch is a waste of time. One might think that a smart person is always on their feet and working on something new. Those who have active minds may actually be less active physically. Sedentary people have active brains, yet they're unhealthy. So, people who are happy to just sit around can enjoy the mental action in their minds without needlessly using physical energy. Thinkers were found to be more active than non-thinkers. This may be because non-thinkers get bored more easily and need to be busy to avoid the bad effects of mental stimulation. So, tell me, what are your thoughts? Do any of these sound like things you do? If so, do you believe them or think they're tied to intelligence? What are some additional intellectually gifted habits? Share your ideas and thoughts in the section below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and tell your friends about it so we can make more. Click the subscribe button to see more content like this, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Also, don't forget to watch our other videos. Thank you for watching.